Hello and welcome to another SkaredCast Battle Report. Today I'm playing Kieran at Black Knight Games. We're playing 1,000 points of White Scars versus Dark Eldar on this cool little Eldar table. We are playing Unplanned Assault, which is a mission that will be in the link. You'll be able to see the pictures. That was played at old Rogue Traitor tournaments. Which means that we don't actually know what our objectives are until turn 3. So it could be hold the objectives, which are these little red ones. It could be take table quarters, or it could be kill points. And until our orders are given, we have no clue. So, scout moves at all?
Yep.
Yes, he's going to be scouting because he's got Khan over there as well. More like scout redeploy, not movement. And I've deployed Archon and Grotesque in that raider. And then in reserve I've got 2 Venoms, one with a blaster. I've got Razorwing, a unit of Haywire Scourges. I've got a unit of Heat Lance Scourges deep striking and a unit of Blaster Venoms deep striking. And he's got 2 double melter bike squads outflanking and a regular bike squad. Okay, let's go on to the game. The unplanned assault begins rather uncategorically with the White Scars advancing full throttle and trying to snapshoot into the Grotesque Raider with the Archon to no effect. And now we're moving on to Dark Eldar turn 2. We still don't know what the mission is, but the reserves are afoot and he's getting a control to try and take them out in one fell swoop. Let's see what happens after this. In true Dark Eldar fashion, the Archon has gone to the area that he knows Khan is in. He's not sure what Rhino he's in, that one, but but he's turbo boosted with his Grotesque retinue up on the hill for a better vantage point to try and also get out of range of these 2 Rhinos over here. But now we've got reserves that are required to arrive. Kieran will roll them.
Got the Naked Bike Squad is in.
They arrive.
And the 2 Melter Bike Squads.
One arrives. Okay, and we don't know what side they're on. Let's see what happens. Okay, Space Marine turn 2. We had Melter Bikes show up on this side, blow up the Raider, and then 2 wounds on a Grotesque. They did not fail their pinning. And then we had multiple shots from bolters and grabs kill put 2 wounds on another Grotesque, and they are fine. And then on this side, the other bike unit moved up, and then we have the 2 Rhinos kind of creating a wall of death to stop me from shooting rear armor as much as possible. Okay, so we've got reserves to show up. So we've got deep striking. Oh, by the way, my warlord trait is Labyrinthine Cunning, which lets me reroll these, which is kind of cool. So Heat Lance unit. I'm going to reroll it. Comes in. Haywire unit. Cox. I'm going to reroll it. Does not come in. Deep striking Venom. Does not come in. Going to reroll it. Does not come in. And then I have my Razorwing Jet Fighter. I'm going to reroll that. And it does arrive. And then I've got a Venom with a Blaster. Comes in. And a Venom with just regular guys. Comes in. So just my 2 deep striking, no, my Haywires and my Venom aren't arriving. No? Okay, Dark Eldar turn 2. So, Razorwing came in, loaded all missiles onto the Rhino, did nothing. Deep striking Scourge, exploded the Rhino, and then the Grotesque and the Archon charged in and murdered everybody else. While the Venoms and guys inside and that Venom killed the 3 bikers here, and this Venom opened fire on this 3-man unit, killing 1, and they held. So now we're moving on to turn 3. Now is when we get to see what our objectives are. On a 1 or 2, it's going to be hold the objective markers at the end of the game, kind of like Crusade. On a 3 or 4, it's hold table quarters by number of units, having more units in that zone than your opponent. And number 5, 6 is kill points. So let's see what happens here. It is hold the objective. So we've got the statue, we've got the high ground, we've got this Eldar ruin, the landing pad at the back, and this comms relay of some sort. And those are the objectives. Okay, on to Space Marine, turn 3. Oh, and reserves. Do the bikes show up?
They do.
They do. Good for them. Okay. Space Marine, turn 3. High Command issued the order to secure the objectives on the table. There's 5 different objectives. These bikes have come on to secure the back end. We have the 2 rhinos here, staying still to use their grav cannons to maximum effectiveness. And that objective. Over here, 2 bikers moved up, and together with this rhino here, put 1 hull point and immobilized that venom, but it was jinking. Then they tried to charge in and lost 1 member to Overwatch, and he failed his charge. Other shooting, saw a lot of shots shoot and basically annihilate the Heat Lance unit, so they are running away, and they need Snake Eyes to rally now. But we do have reserves. For the Dark Eldar, my warlord is still alive, therefore I get to reroll. So we've got a deep striking venom. It arrives. I'm going to bring it in. We've got Haywire Scourge. They arrive as well. And that's it. We are fully committed to the table.
Every time.
Turn 3. The Dark Kin. Kieran, that's if you watch this battle report, that's for you, buddy.
It's actually for me.
And for, you just...
I was the one that wanted you to...
Oh, really? You're the one that said that? Hilarious. So Kieran said that, and then we has it as his ringtone and as his alarm on his phone. Okay. So, Dark Eldar turn 3, Razorwing went off the board. Deep striking venom over there in the backfield. Kill the bike, but force them into jinking. I did kill that bike with some shooting from here. And this lone runawayer guy snapshotted and blew up the rhino. And then the grotesque ran in. And in a fate twist, cruel twist of fate, the Khan has fallen to the grotesques and the Archon. And then I put 2 hull points on that rhino with the Haywire Blasters. So moving on to turn 4, let's see what happens after this.
Take an extra 2 more bodies off. Out of my
2 more units. Space Marine, turn 4, with the death of the Khan. The small force of Space Marines has advanced and dislodged these Marines, exacting revenge and killing 1 grotesque, while the bolter on here killed the last remaining Scourge before they went fearless. These bolter Marines here, getting out of there, busted up rhino, shot into the Scourge that were here, and they ran off the board. And then on this flank, the bikers did nothing to the venom. They charged in, losing a member to the blaster, and then he did nothing. So, moving on to turn 4 for the Dark Eldar. Let's see what happens as the Razorwing screams on back to the table. Okay, Dark Eldar. Turn 4. The Archon failed a charge, rolling a 3 to get in there. He's still stuck with his grotesque, which has only 1 wound left. Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Yeah, that's the... Yeah.
Sorry, no, he's got
2 left, right? Yeah. Over here, we had these guys here. The Blaster took out that Rhino there. We had that Venom boost on that side and this Venom boost on this side to start taking the objectives. And the Razorwing over here killed the last biker that was right over there. So, we're moving on to Space Marine turn 5. What will happen as all the Dark Eldar now become fearless and there are objectives afoot? Okay, turn 5 for the Space Marines. Once again, did not fare too well as we had 1 Space Marine unit roll Snake Eyes for difficult terrain. They ran 4 inches. They're trying to make a mad dash for this objective. And then these Marines over here moved up and lost a model to Overwatch, but the Sergeant Lookout served and they failed their charge by 2 inches. And this Rhino has moved back to take objective 2. So, moving on to turn 5. Let's see what happens. It's like Centurions now get it and stuff. It's so good.
Well,
Okay.
When I played Pods,
Dark Eldar. Pods.
I used to play like Pods right all the time, but I
Yeah.
did Iron Hands.
Right, okay.
Now with White Swords, it's way better.
Yeah, because you can move around, right? Yeah.
I never get trapped in combat.
Yeah, ever. Well, you're not like limited to. Usually
I always get stuck in combat, right? Some little like chaff unit would tie you
come
up.
in and then you're out of position. Yeah.
Now I'll just be like,
The Dark Eldar turn 5, we had Razorwing do nothing, Blaster do nothing. I have solidified my control of a couple of objectives to give me primary, but we shall see if the game continues. Kieran will roll. The game is over.
my misery.
Good game, sir. Thank you for the game. Okay, so I think when did it turn for you?
When did it turn for me? When the snapshotting thing popped my rhino.
Yeah, and Khan died. I think that was the key.
Because they would have been fine that turn. They would have had
would've.
another turn of being alive.
The killing and doing some
You would have
damage.
just killed the rhino with your charge, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, the shooting wasn't going to do it.
No, exactly. The charge, had that heat lance not hit, that charge would not have been done.
Because then that unit would have, I would have had more toys to work with.
Yeah. it
Another
would-
squad of bolters really helps.
Not only that, but I killed a few in the explosion, and then Khan took a wound
2
as
in the
well,
explosion.
and yeah, it was just bad. And then it was just all in all, it just went downhill, but because of that heat lance right there. All in all, that was a fun little game, 1,000 points, fun mission too. Completely, not knowing what you were going to play until the end of the game. So patrons have access to a full mission catalog from the old school stuff. Make sure you stay tuned for the Tactical Corner, where I talk a little bit about tactics and stuff like that. But a rematch is in order, Kieran. Absolutely. Bring your Gladius and Riptide Wing. It'll be a lot of fun. And then we'll play a full-blown kick your teeth in style of game.
My favorite.
Your favorite kind of game. Thanks to Black Knight Games for letting us set up. This is one of their tables. I really like this terrain. Leave a comment down below, like, share, subscribe, and thanks a lot, Kieran. It's been a pleasure.
Certainly.
Have a great afternoon, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hello and welcome to another Tactical Corner. Let's begin with the table. Fantastic looking terrain. Thanks to Black Knight Games for letting us set up. I love this MDF kit. It's a fantastic kit. So the overall strategy for my army was multiple small units, but also having a close combat element to deal with the Space Marines up close. I did take a flyer, as the game is a small game. We weren't going to see any crazy formations or anything like that, so it was just going to be quite interesting. The White Scars army, lots and lots of troops and fast-moving units, with Khan that allows them to scout. So strategically, it's a high-pressure MSU list that I was playing against as well. Now, this was a very hard tactical game, considering that we did not know what our primary mission was until turn 3, which meant that this was going to be a game determined by movement and reserves as well as damage output. The game had 3 different missions that we had to roll for. The first one was taking the objectives, so it was a land grab. The second one was taking table quarters, which meant you had to have more units in a table quarter than your opponent. And the third one was just kill points, basically just killing things. So had it been kill points, we would have both had lots of kill points to give up. We both had enough troop units to do some damage and to take the objectives, even though they were spread out, which gave a slight advantage to the Dark Eldar army. So, the White Scars went first, and because of his lack of variety, the army list that he took is based off of a Gladius strike force, a battle company. So he had a lot of grav everywhere. So it was a very meta style list, which meant that it wasn't really optimized to play against Dark Eldar at all. It's relatively short ranged, and it meant that I was able to use my speed and maneuverability to stay out of range of most of his army.
This then allowed me to use my speed and even the different attack vectors. What I mean by this is I came at him from various different angles. Had the Scourge, the Warlord deep striking, as well as coming in from reserve, and I also had deep striking Venom. And I knew that I was going to need that for objectives in the back corner. Marines work very well when being able to put their entire strength on a section of the battlefield and splitting them all up and then being able to focus on one section at a time really came in handy. Now, I did have enough haywire blasters and lances and things to kill tanks, which meant that I was going to be able to crack him out of his transports in order to do some damage. Once the Space Marines were disembarked, then the poison shooting really came to the forefront. Now, the MVPs of the game were my grotesques in the Archon. A lot of people underestimate the value of grotesques in a Dark Eldar army, but they are relatively cheap and they are very, very tough. I prefer to use them out of the Coven supplement, tactically and strategically, both because they're not only tougher as the game goes on, but they are fearless and therefore prevent the character that's working with them to fall back. All in all, this was a fantastic game, and it shows that Dark Eldar can quickly adapt to any situational mission and bring it to the forefront. Thanks a lot for watching. Consider supporting my content on Patreon if you'd like some exclusives and to be a part of the community. Till next time.